I removed my sister from our family Amazon Prime account. So some context first. My parents set up a family Amazon account like 6 years ago when my sister Becca and I were both in college. They added us both on, and the idea was we'd all share it. Prime shipping, the streaming, whatever. My parents pay for the membership. That's always how it worked. I graduated, got a job, moved out, moved on. Becca kind of did the same thing eventually. We both have our own apartments now and live about 20 minutes apart. We're not super close, but we're not enemies either. Just regular sisters who text sometimes and see each other at holidays. Here's where things started getting weird. A few months ago, Becca lost her job, which honestly I felt bad about. Her whole department got cut and it wasn't her fault. My parents were helping her with rent, which is fine, that's between them. I didn't really have much to do with any of it. But then I started noticing things. Stuff I ordered would get delayed because of something weird with the account. I'd log in and there'd be all these orders I didn't recognize. Becca was using the account constantly, like multiple times a week. Everything from groceries to cleaning supplies to personal care stuff. I'd see the order notifications in my email because we were all linked, and it was just a lot. And I mean a lot. Things that were clearly not just like, oh, I needed one thing and used Prime to save on shipping. I didn't say anything at first because, okay, she's going through it. She doesn't have a job. I get it, and it's technically a family account. But after about a month and a half of watching the orders pile up, I mentioned it to my mom kind of casually. I said something like, hey, have you seen what Becca's been ordering? It seems like a lot. And my mom just went, well, she's having a hard time, and at least she's not spending money she doesn't have. Which, okay, fair, I guess. But she was spending my parents' Prime membership like it was her personal Amazon account. They hadn't really clocked how much she was using it, or if they had, they didn't want to deal with it. Fast forward to 3 weeks ago. I go onto the account to check on a package, and I see Becca has changed the default delivery address on the whole account to hers. Like she just went in and switched it. I had to change it back and then double check all my recent orders to make sure nothing went to the wrong place. One of them had. A gift I'd ordered for a friend's birthday had shipped to Becca's apartment. I had to text Becca and ask her to bring it to me, and she was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I'll drop it off this week. And then she didn't. I had to go pick it up myself. I sat on it for a few more days because I didn't want to make it a whole thing. Then I texted her and said something like, hey, you changed the delivery address on the account and it messed up one of my orders. Can you try to be careful about that stuff? She replied immediately with sorry and a bunch of exclamation points, and that was it. 2 days later, I'm on the account again, and she'd changed the address back to hers. She'd also added a new payment method, her own card, and made it the default. I don't even know if she was planning to actually use it or if it was an accident, but I wasn't doing this anymore. I called my mom before I did anything. I explained everything, the constant orders, the address changed twice, the gift situation, the payment thing. My mom got quiet and then said, I don't want to add more stress to Becca's plate right now. I said, Mom, she changed the default payment method on your account. That's not stress, that's her just taking over. My mom said she'd talk to her. She did not talk to her. I gave it a week, then I removed Becca from the account. Becca texted me 4 hours later. Did you remove me from Amazon? 3 question marks. I said yes. She called me immediately. She was upset, not yelling exactly, but that tight, controlled upset where you can tell they're trying really hard not to scream. She said she couldn't believe I would do that without talking to her first. I said I did talk to her about the address thing, and nothing changed. She said that was one conversation about one mistake, and I was blowing it way out of proportion. I told her I'd talk to mom too. She said that was going behind her back. I said, Becca, you changed the address twice and redirected my packages, and you never even apologized properly. She said, I said sorry in the text. I said, yeah, and then you did it again. She didn't really have an answer for that. Then she said, I'm going through a really hard time and I needed that account. And I said, I know, but it's not your account. She hasn't responded since.